You've been on this contract from the beginning, right?
I guess so.
What's your assessment of the targets?
Honestly?
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking inventory. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable. Minrathis, the heart of Tevinter. Somehow the beat of it always pulls me back. Steady pulse of secrets, corruption, you name it. Trust no one. Expect the worst. And you might just get by.
Did the Shadow Dragons know we're here?
Nev Gallus! You only turn up when you want news. Or you've got some.
Tarquin. You look, well,
Appearances can be deceiving.
sounds like a story.
Just living ungifted in a world made for mages.
Rook, meet the Viper.
It's good to meet you. Both of you.
And you.
So why the meeting? Is this about your work with Varric?
Something terrible got loose when we disrupted Solus's ritual. A pair of elven gods.
Gods?
They blighted a village in Arlethan, Demeter's Crossing.
There are venatory whispers about that place. Now we know why.
What's been happening in the city?
Underground sacrifices, dangerous relics flooding the black market. The cults gathering power.
So the gods. It can't be a coincidence.
The Venatori want one thing. If an ancient power promised them control of Tevinter,
They'd signed the deal in blood. We were tracking a set of red lyrium relics before you got here. Smuggled in recently.
They enhance blood magic and can summon demons far too easily. We destroyed one and tore another off a slaver.
We think the third's right here in Docktown.
Docktown's my home. If it's got problems and I'm here, I can track this faster than anyone in the city.
Hold on. I'm happy to help.
It's fine. I can catch up with you.
We don't know where the gods are or what they're doing. We're here for help. It's fair I give some in return.
The relics don't play nice with the Veil, and they resonate with each other. We destroyed the lyrium in the last one we found, but it should still track the third.
Give it to me. I'll get it done.
We'll keep eyes on the Venatori. If there's a tie to these elven gods, we'll find it.
Ready for a tour of Docktown? Stick with me.
The relic the Viper gave us responds to the missing one.
And it is. It should pick up places where the missing relic disrupted the Veil. Find a trail of those and we'll get somewhere.
So you live in Docktown?
My whole life. Unless I'm away on a case. Or crashing in the Fade.
Harding said the Archon's palace shot at you last time you were here. And now we're chasing a dangerous relic through the streets.
And people wonder why I never get sleep. Aha! The relic's pulling toward the Temple of Andraste.
The demons, they...
What happened? It's locked down, sir. Keep it under control.
Locked. We need another way in.
Right, on it.
We're breaking into a chantry?
We broke into a prison. But no. The courtyard's public ground, and we can't lose the trail.
Is this what you do for the Shadow Dragons when you aren't with us?
I look for things. People, objects, information. People have problems that Templars and Magisters can't help. Or won't. Word got out I might. It's enough to live on. If it doesn't get me killed.
Bodies in the courtyard.
Stay sharp. Killed. Based on the marks, I'd say demons.
Definitely.
Demons. Is this the relic's work?
It's not a coincidence. Got through that.
Stay in cover! Beautiful work there.
The relic we're chasing, it's unstable.
Where it moves, chaos follows.
This isn't the only market left on the Veil. I can feel it. Find that. And we couldn't escape the demons. If there's family or a friend, I can track them down later. Make sure they know.
Is this what we're after?
Let me take a look. I've got this.
Relic. Courtyard. back way.
What was that?
It's a remnant, an echo from the Fade drawn to magical disruptions. If the relic drew it here, the voice could be a memory of the smuggler. Courtyard's quiet, fewer eyes, so you cut through here, where there's a path to the market. Follow me. Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it. Got it. All right, follow me. You know, I took this job. It's on me. And the Venatori cult's no joke. If anyone wants out...
You get this job on the house.
All right, mage killer. Suit yourself.
You think he's acting different?
The relic was close. Find another remnant and we might learn more.
Up there. Is that another remnant?
That should be no problem.
There's always a way to get places.
Too many people in the city.
You haven't dealt with crowds in a while.
No, he needs a lot of targets for the Venatori.
Baubles, ornaments, trinkets, all handmade.
Paintings, tapestries, floor coverings.
A lot on display. Nice target for thieves.
If a stand's not watched, there's a nasty spell on the most valuable item. And a random one, just for fun.
Ugh, of course.
Almost there. Remnants ahead. Sure thing.
Handoff. Third bell. Late.
Bells ring when ships go in and out. Could be using them for timing, near the docks. I think our smuggler's on a deadline. The relic's pull agrees. Let's visit the docks. Elevator's locked. Someone forgot to bribe the dockmaster. Still up for a walk? This isn't the only way to the docks.
Food later.
Oh, yes, please.
All right, through here. I'm on it.
Guessing you know all the shortcuts in Docktown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Docktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
back asking questions. Wanted to know what relic I'd seen on the black market.
Come on. This path will swing back to the docks.
Not for long.
Connors takes that one.
The longer that relic's in Dogtown,
These are my neighbors. That relic won't stay in my town.
This city hasn't changed.
You spent time here?
Before, yes. For a while. Though not in Dogtown.
Oh, you got the fancy targets.
I'm very expensive.
Demons. By the supply.
Venatori? You're serious?
What can I get for you?
Home sweet home. Enjoying the tour? We're getting closer. Here goes nothing.
Soon, the buyer meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
Wrong turn. Nice day. Couldn't it belong to the Venatori?
Not a chance.
Well, looks like we have company.
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're back in the city.
Templar Rana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
Rook, meet my friend Rana. At least I think we're friends.
Yes. And Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
I'd like to think so.
All right. If you have anything on the relic.
Thought Templars worked against mages.
This isn't the South. I work to stop illegal magic, that's all.
You're working the case alone?
Not if you help. There's a rumor the relic trades hands tonight, and Albin Bataris is the buyer.
A Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
Nev?
Don't worry. We won't stop until this whole thing's settled.
That's,
Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
And you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway.
I'll catch up when I'm done.
If you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
Rana's not a shadow dragon, so you work with Templars too.
Ron is clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
And the spillway?
Rana mentioned Albin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Albin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting this part of town, that narrows the search. A barrier. They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the unshielded crystals and we're through.
That's one down.
Must be one left. That's it. We can cut through the barrier now. We need to keep moving. Voices. There's someone up ahead.
Albin Bataris, your relic.
Gods rise and power with them. For the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer, and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
You're supposed to wait.
Just a taste of that power.
He's using it now? Move! We need to get closer. We can't let him bolt. Relic.
You're here to stop me. You can't stop Venatori. This power
will what? Impress a risen god. Control it.
You won't be releasing any more demons.
And you're the smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread crime syndicate. Smuggling, sure. But Red Lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Here they are. My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. I appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori rise.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
At least we stopped the demons. That's something.
If Docktown's a little safer, it's not for nothing.
I know it's not perfect.
We got the relic, and the smuggler. The shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. It's not perfect, but count your wins. You don't always get them, especially here.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From tonight's demons, anyway. Nev's past was coming back to haunt her. She just didn't know it yet.
I should see what Nev has to say.
Manifestation.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown. Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
I know Darkspawn. I'll help. No time to waste. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Raining again.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people. Beyond Valanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Oh, yes. There's definitely blight down here. Don't like the sound of that. Can't get through here. Got to clear the outside somehow. That did it. We can get through now.
I hate tunnels. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place.
Trouble ahead.
Shadow Dragon agents. They're down here with us. Get them. Get them for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. More Venatori. We have to take out the leaders.
That should speed things up. Not too bad.
Eyes open.
Still blocked. There's another boil somewhere.
Well done, then.
That's that one. Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know. And I don't like it. Darkspawn usually hate all life. At least that seems to be the last of them.
You sure?
Wouldn't be a warden if I wasn't.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
There it is, the hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Let's not jump to conclusions before we have more answers.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
One day you'll move.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
Interested in something that glitters? I can help. Come back soon.
Have a look at my merchandise.
So, the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Venatori, we're close. More Venatori. Guards, probably.
be another way in. Someone's mad about their fellow Venatori leaving the rooftop passage open.
Let's in both drafts and people. Yes.
Got company. The crow! Send their regards!
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out. Lots of Venatori. We must be close.
Nice work! Get out of there!
Someone conveniently left the rooftop entrance open again.
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break it up. Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out. They're using magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it.
There you go!
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place, figure out what they were doing. This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori. The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganan and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The Risen Gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these Risen Gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori and Risen Gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mayvarus is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mayvarus Talani, formerly Magister Mayvarus Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against Risen Gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
People know you're back in Minrathous?
Oh, I imagine word will spread eventually.
Your enemies won't be pleased.
And they'll do what, exactly? They've already ousted me from the Magisterium, and we know they're too cowardly to attempt. Anything else.
They're telling us to watch out.
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made this.
Please, go on. So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made this.
People are still getting over you.
Did the Magisterium explain why?
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. Explain yourself, Warden, and bear in mind that the Order remembers your past recklessness.
Sure, I disobeyed orders. I acted on my own choices without authority. I admit it. But I took an oath to defend people from the Blight. I uphold that oath any way I can.
Your report, Warden.
I was part of a team trying to stop an elven mage named Solus from destroying the Veil. When we disrupted his ritual, something escaped from the Fade, and I clearly sensed the corruption of the Blight.
From this mage, Solus?
No, sir. Solus opposes the Blight. He's actually an elven god, Fen-Harel, the Dreadwolf.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Right, but it all ties together. See, when we disrupted the ritual, Solus got trapped in the Fade. But two of the elven gods got out. Elganan and Gillanane, we think. And they're blighted.
Why would elven gods be blighted?
The ancient elven gods used the Blight. That's why Solus imprisoned them. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
No. Please, you can't do that.
I assure you, I can.
I don't know how much time we have. The gods are doing something with the Blight. We need to stop them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without a disgraced junior warden causing needless confusion. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Mevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Mevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
So now what? The first Warden tried to have me locked up. I need the Wardens on my side.
Jowen Glastrom is not the Order. He's more politician than Warden. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Dumod's breath. I wasn't expecting to see resurgence.
Sighted! Attack!
We're losing people!
Snipers!
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
Keep safe out there.
You had me followed. Quite a moment.
You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
That's not.
Don't flatter yourself too much. I don't trust anyone on first meeting, and I keep an eye on everything.
Well, if you do want coffee, let me know.
Too many undead for my taste.
Behind the portcullis. That one's raising the others. We need a way through.
Get out of there.
I need a wisp. If I get a wisp to follow me, you'll get a taste of your own medicine.
Pro gets his target.
Yeah, take it up before it raises any more dead.
Look out!
Got us at range. Watch it.
Those undead looked elven and ancient. Well, whoever they served, they're fighting for the gods now.
Beware the ancient that sleeps here, dweller. Death and blight have not tempered its rage.
Everyone still alive?
Corruption. Undead. I'd say we found out who's responsible.
Death surrounds them.
Take it down. It's drawing. That should weaken it.
This is an assassin's nightmare!
Weakening the fate test. Keep going. That should weaken it.
Watch your right. Watch your back.
They're gone. The Fate's hair and that revenant. All that's left is its essence. The Revenant's essence feels darker, more powerful. He must be protecting something big. We should look around for a door it might fit.
So, the demon of Virantium.
The name wasn't literal when I got it.
No, but the reputation that went with it.
I suppose I earned it.
And then some, assuming my sources are accurate.
Past reputation means nothing when your current contract's still open.
I know the feeling.
Onward, dweller. Now you see, dweller. The gods hunger to reclaim this place. Their minions scavenge what the wolf left behind. They turn his regrets to weapons and blight all they touch. If the Evanuras take the crossroads, darkness will fall.
Spell it out for me. Exactly what happens if the gods reclaim the crossroads.
The Fade flows through these ancient ways. Spirits and demons, dreams and magic. Now, imagine all blighted.
Like I needed another reason to stop them. You believe the gods could blight the whole crossroads, don't you?
You bring hope. A revenant is destroyed, others remain. Fight on, Dweller. The blight must wither.
Door. I think the essence we took from that revenant might be our way through.
A key, then, for a door that was very carefully sealed.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I have. Plenty, ever since it hurt Harding.
That blighted chunk of lyrium is what started all this. In more ways than one. If I hadn't found it in the deep roads... You remember the story. One carved idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke loose.
It can't be the same one, can it?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention... it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true... if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
So, Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's... doing, or just her?
Oh, shit! No! Okay. Try again. Deep breaths. There. Oh, God. Damn it. Oh, no! Sorry. Just breaking things.
Take a deep breath. Let's talk this through.
I wish I could, but I can't. Not right now. My thoughts just keep bouncing around, won't line up. The Illuvian was easy. Once I replaced the resonance crystals, adjusted the lyrium lens, it worked fine. I mean, I had to realign the matrices, but it just worked. Not like this thing.
Laura, I don't understand half the words you just used. You'll figure this out, whatever this is.
It's the Nodus Dirthalin, the 8th archive. I heard it was gone forever, but here it is.
So, what does it do?
It knows things, whatever its creator knew, at least. So much knowledge, all the wonders of Elvenon. Or at least bits of them, which is more than we have. Once I figure it out, at least, whoever made it was powerful, but clumsy. It's resonating off tempo. Need to match it. First, introduce a microfracture, but before that, you'll need the fade harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Ruined a lot of relationships. Most of the people I've been with didn't care for it. And I'm doing it. Again.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, well, good. Okay. Anyway, the Nodus Dirthalin. I'll get back to it. Soon. But I think I need a break. Maybe take a nap and I can finish later.
Hey, if napping works, then nap away.
Okay, I will. Anyways, let me know if you need me. I'll be ready.
They'd found someone who could fix their mirror. One of Arlethan's own veil jumpers. Just what they were looking for. And Bellara had found something else. An artifact that held a wealth of lost knowledge. But a prize like that was going to attract more attention than they'd bargained for.
this was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Tivinter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
That's awful.
It was against the Magister. I was the footnote.
Still.
The job got done. Of course, it would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper, too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
Happily ever after. Why not, right?
Aren't you some sunshine?
That's me.
I hope you're right.
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. No promise on the happy part.
That's fine.
I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
I'm heading out to practice my new magic. I could use some moral support. I really have to get better at using my new abilities. Don't want to drop a rock on someone's head.
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads.
Places between.
That scent. Can't place it.
For a moment, it smelled like Docktown after it rains.
Could be magic from the ancient elves. The Anton. Here.
Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
First the Crossroads Guardians, now the Anton. Stay alert.
I see what unbinds. Bring it, the gods shall be denied.
felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
Dark spawn. Let's clear them out.
Well done, Nev.
Got us at range.
The Darkspawn are here. The Blight on this island must be running wild.
The gods want this place. They do not care how they defile it.
What's this? It looks like an entryway.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it!
Antoine, Evka, it's been a while.
Yes, and Harding, it's good to see you again.
I hear you've been causing problems.
Solus, the ritual. Ever since I left, it's all gone wrong.
Then we'll fix it.
Or die trying?
That's the deal. What happened?
It's the Elven gods. They're real, and they're changing the Blight. Darkspawn too. You must have heard of Demeter's Crossing. The Blight there was unlike anything I've seen, and it hit too fast. Whatever comes next, it's bad.
A change? Manipulation could explain it. We've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves, and it's altered. I can feel it.
Then you believe me?
You're a lot of things, Rook, and a good warden's one of them. You wouldn't lie about this.
Thanks, thanks.
We're with you. Now, let's see what we can do.
If the Blight's changed, we need our order. The first warden likes us more than you, but that's not saying much.
If he thinks what happened to that village was an aberration, a further hunch from Evka and myself won't win him over.
We need more proof.
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davern might help. Even among wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission, not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
Got it. Stay safe.
You too.
We'll see you soon.
I'd say we found the camp. So did some darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed? Easy, boy. I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like darkspawn? Griffins hunt darkspawn.
Easy. I'm a warden too. We found blight on the tent. You've had company.
Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Another warden couldn't hurt. Try to keep up.
He's caught a scent. Follow the squawks.
Since when do we have a griffin? Aren't they extinct?
Been keeping it quiet, even from other wardens. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
Take that as a no.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own. He spotted something.
Those are darkspawn.
Dead darkspawn. These are part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
How do we get up that?
The Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention. Hassan, hit that!
Impressive. Did you teach him that?
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to protect them. Hold up. There's the darkspawn. Let's get in there.
I hate fighting darkspawn. I have to avoid them.
It's a job for professionals.
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Hassan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. There's some kind of hold over them. Hassan, on me! No time for hide and seek, Hassan. This is real.
How'd he get his name?
It's Elven for arrow. Elby grows into it.
More Darkspawn here.
Lancet's trying to stop the Gloomhowler. It's going after the other Griffins.
More? You're serious?
Whole family. Hassan's brothers and sisters.
The bridge is out.
This place is falling apart. There's a ladder up there. That's our way through this. job.
Watch yourself! There's darkspawn!
Make this quick. We have to get through here. Hassan can help with the fight.
Careful! It takes a big one to last.
I see it.
Cheery.
It's coming from the area. There's an elevator we can use to get up there. This bold. Unless there's a blight.
There's a blight.
Would explain the weird things I'm hearing. But the first warden hasn't said anything.
He doesn't want to listen.
He's a stubborn one.
The Gloom Howler wants the Griffins. Why?
The real question's how it knows about them. Up until now, it only went after wardens. Now it shows up here with a rabble of darkspawn? These Griffins are a secret. Keep moving. The area's not far. Damn it, it's Lancet. I want this thing's head on a pike.
What is that?
Made the gloom howl. Exploding darkspawn? What is this?
Like I said, this blight's different. Everything's wrong.
I can hear the other griffins. Let's get in there.
More griffins!
We have to get them out of there.
Can't. Some kind of blood magic on these locks. It's okay, Highness. Calm down. You too, Rumtail. We'll come back for both of you. Heads up. We've got one more dark spot. Main look. Yellow, you won. You're not taking these griffins. They're up there.
Their blood is mine.
So it can talk.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
And I'll collect, Warden, on both of you.
Yeah? Let's give it a go.
Your time will come. Mortal threats are a dull blade.
There are only 13 griffins alive in Thetis. That monster just took 12 of them.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask, what's the catch?
I need a monster hunter. For the Blight to end all blights.
The first Warden agreed to this?
The first Warden is wasting time, treating this like any other Blight. We can't wait for him to take action.
Going against the boss?
I don't have a choice. There are powerful mages behind all this, and we have to hunt them down.
Well, you did save Hassan back there, so you're no lightweight. And if you can help get the other griffins back...
He likes the idea.
He's hoping you brought food. All right. Come on, Hassan. Let's get to know our new friends. So this is where you live, huh? In the Fade?
Yeah, it's cozy. And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you and Hassan a nice...
Rook!
What's wrong?
It's bad, Rook. Dea sent word. Treviso's under attack by a blighted dragon.
Damn it. The one we saw at Demeter's Crossing.
It has to be.
Nev,
What is it?
We heard from the Viper right after the Crows. Another dragon is attacking Minrathous too.
It's... No.
You got back just in time.
Then grab your gear and let's go.
Go where? We cannot be in two places at once. Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. My people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathous to burn?
Nev.
The Shadow Dragons will fight, right to the end of it. But we're the only ones keeping the Venatori in check. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage. They'll make a push for the throne, and hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
Is there any chance we can...
Damn it! There's no time! I need to go home. I need to be in Minrathous.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Rook?
We help Lucanus in Treviso. We have to trust that the Shadow Dragons can take care of things in Minrathous. That said, two of you should join Nev there. See if you can help. And we'll head to Treviso.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive, all right?
Listen, the dragon! The Antam brought it here somehow.
They're fighting crows and saying the dragon will break our meaningless resistance.
Bastards!
Just like that. How do we fight this?
We have to find Lucanus. If we can.
Please. Someone has to stop it.
The city can't take anymore.
Altea, from the Crows.
Rook, you're just in time. Where the dragon attacks, the Antam soon follow.
It is strong and fast. You must get its attention, then lure it onto the ground.
We'll figure out a way.
Drop your courage. We will need it.
Despair, ignorance, mortal confusion. Yet this city offers nothing better than a pawn of the Dread Wolf.
Gillenane.
Your hatred could not stand against us ages past. He will not help you now. Give us the Dread Wolf's dagger.
Come get it.
Retrieve the knife and whatever else remains of these mortals.
It's going!
Thank goodness!
You fought it off.
If Gillenane hadn't called it away...
It's more important that it stopped attacking the city.
Everyone with a home that still stands will agree.
That thing was tough. It'll be hard to put down for good.
What happened to Treviso would have been worse if you hadn't arrived when you did. I cannot imagine how much worse.
And now we have to go to Minrathous. There might still be time to help with their dragon.
Let's go. We're here. What's the situation?
Look around. I don't know where to start. Treviso's all right. Lucanus?
We stopped the worst of it. Even if we couldn't kill the dragon.
The Venatori had a clear shot at the palace while we faced a dragon we could barely hurt. The Viper drew it away from a safe house and took a claw to the gut as thanks. A healer could fix the wound, but the blight's already in him.
Rook's a Grey Warden, isn't he? Do something. Or are you only good for bringing bad news?
I'm not going to the Wardens. I need to be here. In Minrathous.
You are going to die.
Ever the pessimists.
I'll talk to the Wardens. Antoine and Evka. They'll know what to do.
I said no. I know of magic that may slow the corruption. That'll give me some time.
This is all you. The risen gods, the blight, the dragon. Now the city's lost to the Venatori.
Rook isn't to blame. It is what it is.
Tension's a little high. You should go for now. I need to be here a while. See to things.
Blighted dragons, Darkspawn obeying the Venatori. Maybe Solus will know something.
When last we spoke, you intended to assault the cruel and the corrupt, in hopes of finding servants of Elganan and Gillenane. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antam are working for Elganan and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antam want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
And they're using that power to hurt a lot of people. The Antam and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Antam brought to Treviso. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The blight. Of course.
The blight seems to be the god's favorite tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganan would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the blighted dragons.
That is the fate Elganan and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
Right. Everyone should be free and uncorrupted when your demons and raw magic kill them.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their prison. It should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
We thought you were just bringing the veil down to destroy everything. If we'd known.
Thousands would still have perished. Varric would never have agreed to such a plan.
Why would you agree to it?
The world is broken because of my past choices. It falls to me to heal it. even if that healing comes with a cost.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man, all too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
I've got enough problems right now as it is. That's one for future Rook to deal with.
Pragmatism. You will focus on the present, knowing that someday you will face the consequences of your choices. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes. We found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganon's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them, and I'm a warden myself. Maybe that's enough?
Doubtful. You'll want an army. And I believe you will find a way to obtain one. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
So this elven god thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least. The shadow dragons did all they could. The dragon was just too much. The moment the dust settled, the Venatori rushed in. Guess they knew it was coming. Nev's staying for now. She said she'll be back soon. But at least you took care of yours.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
Treviso could have used a dragon hunter. That much is true.
That's hindsight talking. We didn't know a blighted dragon was coming, or that we'd need someone who could take it down.
We should not forget the second dragon in Minrathos. We ought to see what we can do to help. However, there is no telling how long Nev will be helping the Shadow Dragons with the aftermath.
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Hang on a minute. Not only have you retained the services of a demon assassin, you're also taking advice from the elven god who attempted to tear down the veil.
Spite is my problem.
That's what they always say. Rook, Lucanus is one thing, but do you really trust this Solus?
He's been right about a lot of things. He knows how Elganon and Gillenane work. We need him.
As long as you're sure.
So a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do. Let's get going.